The 2017 Eco-Mobility Festival is going to be held in Kaohsiung for the month of October. This will be the third festival, with the previous two located in Suwon, South Korea, and Johannesburg, South Africa. The festival, held every other year in different cities, is a mise-en-scene of the future of urban mobility in a real city, with real people, in real time. It is an avenue for city governments to experiment with creative eco-mobile solutions to create more livable cities. It also gives residents the opportunity to experience how traveling through integrated, socially inclusive, and healthy transport options can improve their quality of life. Over the next few weeks, we'll talk to people from Kaohsiung, both organizers and local residents, about the festival. This week, I called Mr. Ching-fu, the Director General of Kaohsiung's Transportation Bureau. Here's our conversation. So, Mr. Chen, in October, Kaohsiung City will host the third Ecomobility World Festival. The festival is to be a live demonstration of how cities can take a bold step to create a forward-thinking urban transportation culture through ecomobility. Would you please tell us about the events and goings-on of this festival?
Yeah, Kaohsiung City government is very happy to host this International Ecomobility World Festival in October this year. To prepare this festival, I think we are ready to demonstrate the success of the festival to everyone participate in the festival. I think the festival has the main concept, that is eco-mobility. So what is eco-mobility? We try to establish a clear priority order in the use of mode of urban transport. That is, if we can walk, basically we walk. If we can walk, we walk. For distance and the purpose, we cannot walk. We take bicycle, scooter, light electrical vehicle. For purpose and distance that is not so appropriate, then we use the public transport. And if we really need a car, we prefer to use a shared car. So to prepare the festival, we select a neighborhood in order to transform this neighborhood into the eco-mobility demonstration neighborhood. I think there are a lot of practice and event that we can present in October. So we welcome everybody can come to Kaohsiung to experience the festival.
The historical Hamasen neighborhood will be transformed into a dedicated space for eco-mobile modes of transport, such as walking, cycling, public transport, shared vehicles, and light electric vehicles, just as you had said. Why was the neighborhood of Hamasen selected?
Yes. Hamasen area is the very beginning of the Kaohsiung become the modern Kaohsiung city. So Hamasen has a very gory history before. However, when the city grows rapidly, the business, the people move to the center of the city area. So Hamasen area has a little bit forgotten by the people. So the neighborhood become a kind of less developed. However, people use more private cars and scooters in the area. So the small, narrow street cannot afford or cannot accommodate so many transportations burden. So it produces a lot of air pollution and traffic congestion. So we think it's a great chance to select Hamasen area to revitalize the neighborhood, for the neighborhood to have the glory again, and we can show the history and culture of this neighborhood to the international guests to understand what is Kaohsiung City glory.
So what sort of effects or impacts specifically will this initiative have on the Hamasen community? How is it going to change the neighborhood?
We hope the demonstration neighborhood can achieve three goals that we call 3D. The first D is decarbonization. The second one is downsize the vehicle in the neighborhood. The third one is decrease in speed if people using the low-carbon vehicle in the neighborhood. So, for example, we hope the residents, they move temporarily their cars out of the neighborhood. So we provide the parking space for them to park their cars. And we provide the shuttle bus for the resident if they need to get in and out the neighborhood. We also provide the free public transport electrical car for them to use the bus, metro, light rail, ferry, and other public transport, all free during the festival, the whole month. And also we provide some bicycle and also electrical vehicle for residents to borrow, to use. And if people living in the neighborhood, they need some logistics, we also provide the logistics service for them using the electrical vehicles. We hope the resident in the neighborhood can participate and really experience the new way of daily life.
So speaking of logistics, what was involved in preparing for the festival logistically?
Actually, the festival, we start preparing the festival since 2015. At that time, the ICLA, they are quite happy that Kaohsiung can get this chance to host the festival. So since 2015, we already done a lot of preparation. We have to know what kind of problem the resident will encounter, and then we try to communicate and discuss with them and to provide any services they need in order for them to collaborate in this festival. And for the festival as a whole, they consist of four main parts. Not only the neighborhood, there is one World Congress, and then we have the Eco-Mobility Transport Mall exhibition. Then we choose the Hamasen as the eco-mobile neighborhood. Of course, we try to revitalize the neighborhood, so we will bring in a lot of local cultural activities in the neighborhood.
So why was Kaohsiung selected for this year's festival? Did the city meet some requirements, or did Kaohsiung bid on the festival?
I think Kaohsiung joined the ICLA. This is a very influential international NGO since 2006. And Kaohsiung also very actively participate in various activity and events associated with the ICLA. So I think ICLA understands Kaohsiung very well. And of course, Kaohsiung has the capacity to host the international event, something like the Eco-Mobility World Festival. So ICLA is very confident in Kaohsiung's capacity. And why Kaohsiung want to host this festival? I think alongside the Taiwan's economic growth, Kaohsiung play a very important role, and also inevitably we accommodate a lot of major chemical, petrol, and heavy manufacture company in Kaohsiung. So this result in the vast negative environmental impact, such as air pollution, CO2 emission in the city, and it also contribute to serious transport and mobility problems, such as congestion, CO2 emissions, and traffic safety issues. And the resident in the city also highly rely on the use of private cars and the scooters. So I think Kaohsiung City has been devoted to mitigate the environmental impact and the endeavor to transform the city into a low-carbon, sustainable, lively city over the past few years. Specifically, Kaohsiung has adopted the eco-mobility approach, try to shift the car center city into a people-centered mobility lifestyle. So I think Ikele also recognized the Kaohsiung city's effort over the past few years. So I think that is the best fit for Kaohsiung to host the festival in order to share the successful transformation story with international guests.
And last question, what statistics will you be tracking to help determine whether the festival is successful?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there are 3D goals of the neighborhood. So the first one is decarbonization, the second one is downsize the vehicle, and the third one is the decrease in speed. So we hope during the festival we can see the benefit to mitigate the air pollution, to improve the air quality in the neighborhood. So the second one, we hope the speed, the traffic speed in the community can be slowed down to become a kind of a traffic calm community. And also we will track the number of visitors who visit the community during the festival. Of course, we hope through the festival, the community can also gain the benefit from the visitors' purchase. So the economic benefit will be better than before. Those statistics we are tracking in order to demonstrate the success of the festival.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. I appreciate your time and good luck with the festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And welcome everyone can come to Kaohsiung in October.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's Taiwan Talk. Next Monday, you'll be able to listen to my conversation with the director of Ikele's Kaohsiung's Community Center, Mr. Zheng. I'm Alex Lewis. I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.